joining us in finding God in the world of video games. To play or not to play, today we are giving this new Power Rangers Battle for the Grid game a run through. Looks like a Mortal Kombat style. Yeah, okay, so we get to pick multiple people.
Oh, I was gonna say,
And you get to
it's
pick.
making you pick another
Yes.
person.
Red Ranger.
Wait a second, did you pick a third one?
Yes. Apparently we're gonna pick two.
What? That's weird. Okay, there we go. Wait, you and your weapons are no. Oh, okay. So now you pick this.
Sure. I don't pick a robot or something, I guess. I guess you get to be a Megazord at some point. I'm just gonna pick. No, I'm not gonna pick this before. Where's my finger
I
slipped?
was gonna say that wasn't random, but okay.
Well, it was still random. It wasn't intentional.
Okay, sure.
So I will say that I missed the Power Ranger fad. This was not necessarily a part of my interests. Were you a Power
I
Ranger?
loved Power Rangers. I loved the TV shows growing up for Power Rangers. Me and my siblings would watch them all the time. It was one of the very few shows that we would actually watch together and agreed upon watching. So this kind of hits it close to my heart here, this game. Not that we ever played any Power Rangers, just the
Well, there weren't
the
that many
thing.
good ones.
Yeah, just the Power Rangers, I guess, in general is exciting. When I saw this game on the shelf to play, I was like, oh man, they got a Power Rangers game finally? I didn't know it was going to be like this, though.
You thought it was going to be like just like
I thought it was maybe going to be like an open world kind of game. I wasn't really...
Oh.
I didn't read what it was. I just saw Power Rangers and was like, let's get that. Rather than, actually reading what it was. Oh, did I beat you?
I think so.
Oh, but then you just beat me.
Yeah, well, you were basically almost dead.
Oh. I will say this button mashing, which is what I'm doing, is
Yeah, that's quite a technique you've got.
is a lot easier than other button mashing games.
Well, let's say compared to a standard fighting game, this definitely is.
A lot easier.
It's designed to be friendly to the masher, I suppose.
Man, you're already moving me up.
Well, that's the goal.
Like, I think I'm already getting the idea of, oh man, I'm on my third person already? I feel like I've barely even got you.
Oh,
Like,
you got. Oh, you're doing something.
Oh!
I don't know what it is, but
I just did a bunch of...
you're doing something,
button
and I don't want
mashing.
you to do it. Oh, I'm still up.
Coming.
So. Anytime you're still standing after someone just does a giant cutscene thing is usually a good indication.
Well,
Oh, you dodged my shiny.
I will admit, I like this a lot so far. I'm not usually like a Mortal Kombat fan.
No, I'm still not.
But that's because I don't like the button mashing in it.
Well, I don't know.
I like the
Kombat's
button
a little.
mashing in this.
Mortal Kombat takes.
Did you like regain your health or something?
No,
or is
I'm a
this your
different
next
person.
Oh, okay, so I killed you. Are you on your
No,
third?
no, he's still here.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty
Swap
sure you
between
just...
them.
Wait, you can swap between them?
Well, if you had any left, but you don't.
Oh.
So, but if you did, yes, you
Oh,
could.
you-
It's kind of like
you
Marvel
don't.
versus Capcom or something where you can switch in between people. See, like that. And then you can pound them.
Did I just die?
Well, you're not
I
as up
feel
as
like
you
I
want.
just-
Oh, you just
So I'm
disintegrated.
gone. So you won.
Well, that was the
That's
hope
great.
and the dream. Well, let's give it. Let's make a new team, and we'll try it one more time
All right, one
while
more
we
time.
kind of talk over our feelings on this
I
one.
feel like I'm gonna pick the same three. I kind of like
I'm gonna pick
Oh, you know what?
entirely new people.
I'll do this person. I'll do the green
Thanks.
person.
Are these real Power Rangers? Like, do you recognize these
I
names?
recognize, the regular ones.
nuts.
The pink, yellow, green, blue. I still have one more to pick.
So-
Who was my first person?
This
I
does
like
have a
that.
story mode. It does have an online mode to it. I don't think we're going to try either of those here. My initial thought on this is I'm going to go with a not to play.
Why?
Well, here's for one, I'm not a Power Ranger fan, so this really isn't doing anything for me personally. But for two, it's
Just button
it's
mashing.
just a straight up. Well, I looked at some of these. I guess you would call it cinematics for the story. They're not necessarily awe-inspiring. It's a lot of written dialogue, and I wouldn't say that this is the Power Ranger game that Power Ranger fans have been waiting for. I'll just say
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Like I said, I expected this to be more of like an open world kind of fighting each other type of game. Like kind of like Halo, I guess, something like that.
Well, this is kind of like the show, as in it's incredibly repetitive, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over until a big person
I should have
comes out.
picked whatever you are. You're huge compared to me.
It's looking like your strategy was maybe flawed at the character select screen.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll agree with you that this is not what I expected or had hoped it to be.
It doesn't look bad.
No, I was gonna say the graphics are really good. I really do like the graphics on it. Oh, what is this? Did you just bring like another person or something?
Because I was scared.
Dude, I'm already on my third person and I haven't even given you one yet. This is not even fair. You have to wait. I'm so confused. I'll go ahead and add that I'm really confused at what's happening. Again, though, this is our first time playing, so I'm still not really obviously.
I'm trying to keep you from getting out of the corner so that you can.
Yeah, what is this?
So, to play or not to play as you go down in flames.
I'm already dead. What is happening? Dude! I'm gonna go with not to play, but not because I suck at this game.
I feel like this is a reactive statement for you.
You know, usually I say not to play because I'm not good at the games, which this is not the case here. The reason I'm saying
no, you
not
aren't
to
good
play,
at it.
I mean, I'm not good, but but I'm saying not to play because it's another Mortal Kombat type game. I feel like there's plenty of those already out there.
Well, maybe
really
this one's good for people that don't want a mature rated game.
Yeah, but still no. I still don't really like the fact that it's not what I wanted. It's not that open world kind of thing that I was kind of hoping for it to be. So I'm just gonna go with not to play. I'm sick of all the Mortal Kombat type of games. I wish it was something different than that.
Well, so we've got two not to plays. Depending on your rationale for it, it's either not to play because it's not the Power Ranger game that she was looking for, or maybe more along the lines of it's not really much of a game other than just a standard two-dimensional fighter that has Power Ranger all over. It doesn't look bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
And if your kid wants to play a game and you don't want something overly violent, maybe this is it, but only because there's not a lot of other options.
Though, because you're hitting
no, they're real friendly about it. Like,
this is still violent, though.
Well,
it's
I
not
mean,
like you're still shooting them with a bow. Like,
but gently.
I guess there's not any blood that I've noticed.
Well, there is. It's inside, but they have the suits. You can't see.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to go not to play what feels like maybe this isn't really the game for us, but maybe it is for you. Let us know what you think about it, and we'll see you next time as we give another game a chance to decide whether it is going to join us as a play or a not to play.